Adolf Hitler's journey to infamy began far from the centers of power. Born in Braunau am Inn, Austria, in 1889, his early life was marked by an ordinary existence. His relationship with his father, Alois, was reportedly strained, and his academic performance was largely unremarkable. After his mother's death in 1907, Hitler moved to Vienna, harboring ambitions of becoming an artist. He twice failed the entrance examination for the Academy of Fine Arts, a significant personal blow. This period in Vienna was crucial for the development of his worldview. Surrounded by a city grappling with complex nationalistic and anti-Semitic currents, Hitler absorbed various extremist pamphlets and ideas. He attributed his growing anti-Semitism to observing the city's diverse population. These years solidified a deep-seated resentment and hatred within him. He struggled financially, often living in homeless shelters and selling postcards. This experience, combined with his readings, nurtured a strong sense of German nationalism and a disdain for the Austro-Hungarian Empire's multi-ethnic character. In 1913, Hitler relocated to Munich, Germany, seeking to escape Austrian military service. When World War I erupted in August 1914, he enthusiastically volunteered for the Bavarian army. This decision marked a turning point in his life, giving him a sense of purpose. He served as a dispatch runner on the Western Front, experiencing the brutal realities of trench warfare. Hitler was wounded twice and received the Iron Cross, Second Class and First Class for bravery. He cherished his military service, calling it the greatest experience of all. The war provided him with a community and a cause, contrasting sharply with his solitary pre-war existence. He was profoundly affected by Germany's eventual defeat and the armistice of November 1918. He, like many others, found it difficult to accept. He believed Germany had been betrayed by internal enemies and a civilian government. This stab-in-the-back myth became a cornerstone of his later political rhetoric. The Treaty of Versailles, with its harsh terms, further fueled his nationalist outrage. After the war, Hitler remained in the army, serving as an intelligence agent for a Reichswehr reconnaissance unit. His task was to monitor emerging political groups in Munich, a hotbed of radicalism. This role introduced him to the German Workers' Party. In September 1919, he attended a meeting of this small nationalist group. He quickly discovered his talent for public speaking, captivating audiences with his passionate oratory. His ability to articulate the frustrations of post-war Germany was remarkable. Hitler joined the party, soon becoming its most effective propagandist and orator. He helped transform it into the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party, in 1920. His speeches grew increasingly aggressive, targeting Jews, communists, and the Weimar Republic. He expertly tapped into widespread disillusionment, economic hardship, and national humiliation. The party's membership grew steadily under his charismatic leadership. Hitler cultivated an image as a strong leader capable of restoring Germany's pride. By 1923, Germany was in crisis, facing hyperinflation and French occupation of the Ruhr. Hitler believed the time was ripe for a revolutionary coup. He envisioned marching on Berlin, inspired by Mussolini's successful March on Rome. On November 8, 1923, Hitler, with the support of General Erich Ludendorff, launched the Beer Hall Putsch in Munich. He burst into a political meeting at the Bürgerbräukeller, declaring the national revolution had begun. He intended to seize power in Bavaria. The putsch, however, was poorly planned and executed. Key Bavarian officials, initially coerced into supporting the uprising, managed to escape. They quickly organized resistance against the revolutionaries. The following day, on November 9th, Hitler and his followers attempted to march on the Bavarian War Ministry. They were met by armed police and soldiers. A brief but deadly shootout ensued, resulting in the deaths of 16 Nazis and 4 police officers. Hitler was injured in the melee, dislocating his shoulder. He fled the scene and was arrested 2 days later, on November 11th, at the home of Ernst Hamstengel. The failed coup brought immediate national attention to Hitler and the Nazi Party. He was charged with high treason and put on trial in February 1924. Rather than denying his actions, Hitler used the trial as a propaganda platform. He delivered lengthy, impassioned speeches, portraying himself as a patriotic savior. The trial lasted for 24 days, granting Hitler significant media exposure across Germany. He skillfully manipulated the legal proceedings to spread his nationalist message. The public, disillusioned with the Weimar Republic, listened intently. Hitler was found guilty and sentenced to 5 years in Landsberg prison. He served only 9 months of his sentence, receiving lenient treatment. During his imprisonment, he dictated Mein Kampf, outlining his ideology and future plans. This period, despite the setback, cemented his reputation as a radical national figure.